What is up, you guys? My name is Fabio, they call me Colonel Crackers. Welcome to my channel, and more importantly, welcome to my collection room. I'm gonna be moving out of this place pretty soon, so before I do that and clear out of here and it all tragically goes into storage, I'm gonna be giving you, the good people at home, the collection walkthrough. So instead of starting behind me here on the NECA details, we're gonna go with what's actually directly in front of me here, which is pretty much everything else. Let's do it! So starting off right here, we have my collection of NECA clothed retro 8-inch action figures. I think I pretty much have all of them that have currently been put out. I just got the Reanimator, I think yesterday or a couple days ago, so it is here. Moving through, we start up here on the top left. We got some Nightmare on Elm Street video game version, and then moving into the version from Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, both versions of Part 3. Part 4, and the Comic-Con Part 5. Speaking of Wes Craven, we got Scream up next, Escape from New York from John Carpenter and Classic Rocky. Down here we got some Planet of the Apes, Evil Dead 2, and then back all the way over here we started Jason, moving into Friday the 13th Part 1, that's the video game version on the left, and then Part 1 is the mom with the child Jason, Part 2 Jason with the sack head, and then Part 3/4 Jason, which was actually, along with the Part 1 Freddy on the left there, two of the first figures released from the retro clothes line. Part 5 Roy Jason right here, the imposter Jason of course, they're going to be redoing that pretty soon in sculpted form. The Part 6 Jason Lives version, and then back to Evil Dead 2. Moving back down, we got my little music corner, I suppose. Starting off with some Iron Maiden, The Trooper, Peace of Mind, 2 Minutes to Midnight. Got the World Slavery Tour Mummy version, pretty cool. 2 Misfits, Fiends, and then some sculpted, more traditional, you know, music figure, Jimmy Page, Iron Maiden, and then some McFarlane Metallica figures that I actually got for free on Reddit, so shout out to r/Metallica. There was a guy giving a bunch away, and I got him for free, so awesome, thank you. And then continuing with the retro cloth stuff, Weird Al, and then Bill and Ted right here. Got the Comic-Con Rufus, the Wild Stallions 2-pack, and then the Comic-Con Death from Bogus Journey, of course. And then Silent Night, Deadly Night, the exclusive box version from Shout Factory movie pack. Got the 2 versions of Clark, Griswold, Santa Clark, Chainsaw Clark up front. Got the 2 Christmas Story figures, Ralphie and the Old Man, and then the 3 Home Alone figures, Kevin and the Wet Bandits, or the Sticky Bandits, whatever you want to call them, depending on whatever movie. Marv and Harry. Like I said, I got the Reanimator right here behind him. Got Chucky. Moving up here, we got some Texas Chainsaw, Leatherface, regular version, and the dinner version, the Pretty Lady Mask from Part 1. And then Part 2, we got Chop Top, Part 2 Leatherface, Part 3 Leatherface, Captain Spaulding from House of a Thousand Corpses. We got the Shout Factory Good Guys doll Chucky, which is just him before he possesses the doll, basically. Got the Hitchhiker Nubbins 2-pack here. Nubbins on the left is from Part 1, and then in Part 2 he looks like that, and it's cool, he's got like a puppet armature in there that other figures can control, just like in the movie. Interstellar 2-pack, and then the White and Nerdy Weird Al. We got the complete Hateful Eight set, plus the Hateful Ninth figure. Director Quentin Tarantino. Comic-Con Turtle set tucked away in the corner there. Moving down onto here into my boxed video game repaints, starting with the Comic-Con Friday the 13th on the left, and then moving in order. We got the Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy, RoboCop, and Batman. Then we got Predator, Rambo, Rocky, Predator 2. Moving up to Alien 3, Godzilla, Gremlins 2, Texas Chainsaw. 13th figure in the release order, if you've been keeping count, which is the re-release of the Friday the 13th, now with music box and no glow-in-the-dark parts. We got the Contra, Terminator 2, Aliens. Moving back over, we got the Comic-Con Turtle sets from 2 years ago now. Over here we got some miscellaneous exclusives: glow-in-the-dark Reactor Glow Godzilla, Loot Crate Battle at the Docks Gypsy Danger, Loot Crate Jungle Demon Predator, Comic-Con 2012 Stealth Predator 2 City Hunter, and Stealth Berserker Predator from 2010. And now continuing with Predator, we got my whole Predator Kenner shelf here. Starting with the Viper Predator, who's the pilot of the Blade Fighter vehicle, which you see in the back there. Got the Ultimate Battle Alien vs. Predator 2-pack, which came with this little mini comic, pretty cool. We got the Clan Leader Predator with his Clan Leader Bone Throne, looking fierce. Absolutely stunning piece. Then we got my Kenner Tribe of Predators here. Gosh, there's just so many of them, I can hardly remember the name of all of them, but I know we got Hive Wars and Lava Planet, and I think Night Stalker in the back there.
God. No, pass.
Cannot remember the name of this clear one.
God, I really hate that buzzer. Can we not do that?
Clock's ticking.
Pass.
Or the glow-in-the-dark one. But This is the Spike Tail Predator. He's like a Terminator hunting predator from the future. Pretty cool. Ghost Predator. I don't remember the one in the back. I feel like he's the Stalker.
Always said that.
Or Scarab Predator, something like that.
Oh God, France. No, France.
Don't,
Little
still not
mustache.
the answer.
Cracked Tusk Predator. Not to be confused with Broken Tusk. And the Renegade Predator, the green Renegade. The one in the 2-pack here is also Renegade, but I like to think they're brothers or something. I don't know. Moving down into the Kenner Alien stuff, we got the NECA Club exclusive backdrop here with the Mantis Alien and the Gorilla Alien. Moving down into the second part of the backdrop with the regular release Power Loader and the Kenner Ripley in there, like she did in the mini comic she was included with, and the Giant Queen Facehugger. And moving down here, we got the Warrior Alien on the left and the Kenner Alien Day exclusive Vasquez on the right, with some Loot Crate exclusive glow-in-the-dark eggs. Moving up here, we got my Ninja Turtles. This is kind of like my comic section, because these are all kind of like comic colors. Those turtles are obviously the knockoffs because they've got the colored bandanas, but Superman vs. Muhammad Ali there. I got the NYCC Foot Clan, SDCC April with the Mousers. Don't have the 4-pack of Mousers, unfortunately. Got my little RoboCop Dio. RoboCop 3, Battle Damage RoboCop 2, RoboCop 1, and of course Ed 209. I did make this diorama specifically for my RoboCop figures, so I'm glad everything fit. And then this dio, which I got from Chris Adams, shout out to Skanking Chris. Got the Dog Alien in the back there. 4 Wayland Yutani Commandos with my Prisoner Ripley here. And moving over to one of my favorite displays is my Planet of the Apes setup here. I think I've got 25 total gorilla soldiers. There's some with backpacks, there's some with bandoliers, just to give them some variety. And the ones on the right here I actually custom painted. These are from the TV series. These were announced and shown at Comic-Con, and then this line was canceled, so they never made them, along with this General Urko in the front here. Something I custom made. It's a General Ursa's head I repainted. And then some of the main cast here. Dr. Zaius and Zira. Cornelius. General Ursus regular right there. And from Battle of the Planet of the Apes, I made this Caesar using an extra Cornelius. and a Conquest Caesar head. And then General Aldo was part of that same Comic-Con exclusive / Toys R Us exclusive Series 3 of Planet of the Apes that was unfortunately then canceled right after. The Lawmaker here on this whole dio which I made. In the prison cell here we've got my more modern universe Planet of the Apes. In the cell here we've got the Rise / Dawn of the Planet of the Apes figures in there. Little Easter egg. And then moving left we got some Freddy Krueger with the Freddy Furnace dio, the Ultimate Part 1 on the right, Ultimate Part 2 in the middle, Ultimate Part 3 on the left with the dogs. And then in the back we got New Nightmare lurking about in his coat, creeping. And then my last dio on top of the detolfs here is my, I guess I call it my horror corner. Basically all my masked killers, all my serial killers. Full video of this diorama can be linked below. Check that out. Alright, and now we're moving on into my detolfs here, what everybody really wants to see, I'm sure. So starting off, got my Evil Dead section here. / a couple of cult classics in the background. Got the cult classics, Army of Darkness Ash, John McClane, and Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. All my Ash stuff here. Waiting for that Evil Dead 2 2-pack that was just released. I was not able to get it before I made this, unfortunately. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, or Series 1, excuse me. And the 3-pack. And then Series 2 right there. Seems like it's going to be canceled along with the TV series. That's a shame. Going down here. We got Pennywise on the right, which I just got. And then Stranger Things, which is not NECA. It's actually from McFarlane. Quentin Tarantino there, just hanging out. Needed something to fill the space. They got some Gremlins there. They don't really take up enough space. Got my Jason stuff here with the Jason accessory pack. Got the Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and Part 6 Jasons there. Moving down in my Pacific Rim. Got all the regular main Jaegers. Striker Eureka and Crimson Typhoon, and of course Gypsy Danger. Colonel Alpha, Coyote Tango, Romeo Blue. Striker Alpha, I want to say the one on the right is. And then Horizon Brave in the middle. Nailed that. And then we got all the kaiju here. With a little Godzilla for size comparison. A little Godzilla 1985. A little boat there for scale as well. And then moving back up, we're getting into some Rocky. Well, really this is my Sylvester Stallone shelf. Because we got Cobra, which I custom made there. I got a video of that on my channel, link below. Got the First Blood Survival Rambo, First Blood Final Scene, Final Battle, Police Station Shootout Rambo, and the First Blood Part 2 Rambo, which is actually the Comic-Con version. And then we got Clubber Lang and Rocky from Rocky 2, and then Clubber Lang and Rocky from Rocky 2. Rocky with the belt's pretty cool. Ivan Drago, Apollo Creed, and Rocky with the flag, and battle-damaged Ivan Drago. Moving down, we got my video game stuff. Pretty much the rest of this detail is all video game stuff. So we got BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite, Gears of War 3, Devil May Cry 2, Dante on the left, Uncharted 3, Nathan Drake, or is it 4? Maybe it's Uncharted 4, I don't know. God of War 3, Kratos, and then Dad of War Kratos, of course. Got my custom repainted Contra figures, made them look more realistic, gave them the camo pants. Made them look more like the arcade marquee where they use like real actors for the photography. And then my Force of Freedom Rambo from the cartoon / Coleco toy line. Basically I repainted what the Comic-Con version should have been. Moving down here, we got Heroes of the Storm. Starting off with the stuff I don't know as much about, which is Diablo 3, Tyrael, and then the StarCraft 2 characters, Nova and some Raynor, I think. And then the Warcraft stuff, which is the main reason I bought this line, Sylvanas, and the Abomination guy, whatever his name is, Meathook. The Lich King, of course, my dude. Thrall, Illidan. Moving down into the Valve video game stuff, which is some of my favorite games. We got all the Team Fortress stuff. Can't wait for those last 3 so we can complete the whole team. The Left 4 Dead 2 zombies here. Boomer and Smoker on the right. And then to the right of that is Atlas and Peabody from Portal 2 multiplayer. Portal 2. And then the Savior of Humanity, Gordon Freeman, as seen in Half-Life 2, of course. We're moving on to my Predator Detolf. Another one of my favorites. These are all my favorites, what can I say? All my different versions of Predator, Jungle Hunter, prototype with the Gorn mask on the left, the regular, and the unmasked, and the battle damage from the 2-pack. Moving into all the different versions of Arnold and his various states of undress throughout the movie. Red shirt. Oh, this should be fun. Jungle Briefing, Jungle Extraction, Jungle Patrol, Jungle Encounter, Jungle Disguise, Jungle Final Battle. And then Commando, because Commando was originally conceived, or Predator was originally conceived as a sequel to Commando, so thought it'd be fun to have him there. John Matrix, along with what I have of Dutch's team, which I have pretty much custom made. All these parts are from other figures, and even this Arnold has been totally kit bashed together. Dylan and Blaine and Billy. Rest in peace, Sonny Landham. Got the City Hunter with the Lost Tribe. Elder and Shaman right up front with him. All the other Predators, I can't even think of all their names right now. It's crazy. It's too many. Love it though. All the Predators, Super Predators, and then of course the classic Predator on the left. Cloaked Falconer on the right, Berserker and Tracker. Moving down into my comic book Predators. There's the Dead End Predators from the Batman fan film, Dead End. Albino, Big Red, and Wasp. Moving down into the Dark Horse Predator from the 25th anniversary. Bad Blood Predator, Enforcer Predator. And we got the Scarface from Predator Concrete Jungle. Shout out to Aaron Williams, who did the paint master for this piece. Beautiful. And the Ahab Predator from Fire and Stone. And speaking of Dark Horse stuff, we got the Genocide Hive from Aliens Genocide. These badass red aliens with some glow-in-the-dark eggs. Whole hive going on down here. And now moving into the Alien stuff. Starting with Alien Isolation in the back. All the spacesuits from Alien in the front, and then Ripley with the prototype suit and the regular big chap from Alien Isolation. Amanda Ripley, who looks for her mom later on. And the Isolation Xenomorph. Amanda in the spacesuit, and then the alien from Aliens Defiance, which is a comic book by Dark Horse. I guess it runs concurrent with Alien Isolation, so it's cool. Aliens, of course. James Cameron right there in the front. Leading the charge with all his Marines. Sergeant Hendricks over there on the left. Rest in peace. Frost, Vasquez, and the original 2-pack versions of Hicks and Hudson. Ripley up front with Nuke and Burke and, of course, Bishop. And other versions of Vasquez, more casual, not all armored out like up here. More casual Vasquez and her BDUs. And the re-released 2-pack versions of Hicks and Hudson, the skin tone plastic. If you're only going to pick up one version of these, make sure it's the 2-pack version. Moving down into Prometheus Alien Covenant. We've got David and Shaw, along with Vickers and Mutated Fifield, and the Last Engineer, along with the flight suit, and the Battle Damage 2-pack Final Battle version, the Deacon and the Trilobite in the back, the 2 Neomorphs from Alien Covenant, and the Covenant Xenomorph, which is great. One of my favorite Xenomorphs for sure. It looks really good. Speaking of Xenomorphs, let's move down into the Queen's Hive. Big badass Queen. Ripley trying to protect Newt. Bishop taken by the Queen. Got the 2-pack Warrior right here with the dome. 2-pack battle damaged aliens, and then some miscellaneous aliens just to fill out the ranks. Like this albino here, of course. Battle damage up front, getting hit by these machine guns here. The turrets from the accessory pack, and then the Hadley's Hope sign from the Burke 2-pack. Now we're getting into Terminator. Kyle Reese, 2 versions of the Tech Noir Terminator. One with the articulated legs and one with the original static legs. Kyle Reese has got the static legs. Police Station Assault. Tanker Truck Pursuit. Battle Damage Endoskeleton. Moving into Terminator Genesis. Pops Guardian T800. T1000, and then the Battle Damage Pops. Moving down into Terminator 2. Galleria Mall versions of the T1000 and the T800. Moving into the Pescadero Escape versions. Come with me if you want to live. And then the Desert / Miles Dyson's house. Sarah Connor, fully armored out. Manor Machine T800. Moving into Cyberdyne Assault with the T800 on the minigun. And the Motorcycle Cop T1000. Getting into the Steel Mill. We got Sarah Connor with the shotgun. And then moving into Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time. Best Universal Studios ride of all time, of course. And then the final battle, Steel Mill, T800, Battle Damage to Hell, and Call to John, T1000. Move into Alien vs. Predator. Got Chopper, Scar, and Celtic right up front, along with the Temple Guard, the Youngblood, and the Ancient Predators in the middle. And the Serpent Hunter from the Alien vs. Predator video game. And my Elder from the AVP movie, which is taking a little tumble back. And my custom Dark Claw Predator, because he's got a Batman cape and 2 claws. Moving down into my AVP Hive Temple, which has a little Arnold cameo just because he looks good next to the Thermal Vision Alien. And the cloaked SDCC Scar Predator, along with a whole hive of aliens. Got the Grid Alien here, Temple Pillars. Really nice pieces. Shout out to Stefan Folkens at NECA for designing and actually releasing those. Moving into the comic book movie stuff, V for Vendetta, Kick-Ass 2, Sin City, followed by some DC stuff here. Adam West Batman, Chris Reeves Superman, Michael Keaton Batman, and then a custom Michael Keaton head, Arkham City Harley Quinn, Chris Nolan Batman Begins, Christian Bale Batman, and Heath Ledger Joker, and Preacher. We're taking a little tumble as well. Moving down into some miscellaneous sci-fi. Blade Runner 2049, Deckard and Officer K, along with Love and Wallace from Series 2, and then Valerian, City of a Thousand Planets, Valerian and Laureline, and 2 K-Trons, just to kind of round out the shelf. And Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, Caesar, along with his gorilla army. Moving down into my Turtles cartoon stuff. Comic-Con exclusive set from last year, with the Turtles and Foot. And then, of course, also from last year's Comic-Con is the Sewer Mutation Warrior Alien, which is meant to look like the pizza monsters from that episode, Case of the Killer Pizzas. In itself an homage to Alien. Moving down into RoboCop versus the Terminator. Got some stuff here based on the video game, which is boxed, and then stuff based on the old Kenner toy lines as well. My custom painted Globocop, as I call him, Night Fighter RoboCop, and the Frank Miller RoboCop vs. Terminator, Endocop and Terminator Dog 2-packs, and then the future RoboCop with the jetpack, Kenner Endoglow Terminator, and my T800 Endoskeleton Army, of course, to round out the display. And right here I've got my NECA quarter scales. They're sitting on top of my computer desk. Got Batman and Superman, Batman from BVS and Superman from Man of Steel. Pretty good likenesses. I like the detailing on them a lot. Got the Homecoming Spider-Man, pretty nice. Avengers Midas Iron Man. Avengers Cap, Thor, the Dark World Thor, Doctor Strange, NECA's Daredevil. One of the horns is actually on upside down, kind of funny. Got the regular original release of Deadpool in quarter scale, not the ultimate one that just came out. Don't think I'm gonna get it, probably good with this one. And then hiding back here is Master Chief. That's better.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on Family Fight. Take care.